Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Rad World, where in the last episode, I made the outline present behind me. It is the outline for the naval dockyard. Well, half of the outline. You see, the naval dockyard isn't going to stop here, but instead continue all the way this way, probably up until this river right here, and then it will stop. This is also just one of 3 parts of Phase 1. And not even Phase 2, although Phase 2 will not be as big as Phase 1. I also created the rough outline for my factory. Now this is a very simple, very simple outline. As you can see, there's hardly any twists or turns in it, and that is because I don't want to draw the full outline yet for the factory. You see, not all the farms have been built yet, and I haven't even planned out all the farms that I want in here. So for now, the factory stops at right about here. I also not only built 1, but 2 trees. This is so that the area around here has a bit more diversity. They look great and they blend in amazing with the background. This tree though is a little wonky because this bottom side is incredibly flat. Like, look at this, compared to this other one which isn't as flat. I might end up tweaking the leaf layout on both of these, but I'm not too sure. But on to the contents of this episode. What I hope to do is basically get this entire area spruced up. I want to add a back to my house, a little porch area here. Try my hand at some terraforming around here to create a little cliff side right here. Get some more of these trees planted around, and other smaller things like that around here and in the Dwarvish mine. Let's first start with that Dwarvish mine because I know exactly what I'm going to do to try and fix that. Well, not necessarily fix, just improve upon. What door is the zombie breaking down now? What the? Oh, it's you. Now, down here in the Dwarvish mine, I want to add lava behind this part here. All these little kind of, I don't know, lines here. I think this will give it a little bit more character and particularly give it a little bit more color. Because this is just basically 2 main colors. Cyan and gray with a hint of black. Now I basically got this idea from this map room here. I like the idea of the flowing lava, and I just wanted to basically move this into this area here. These are taking a long time to age. I don't think I waxed these ones, right? Yeah, no, I didn't. Why is it taking so long for them to age? But I got my lava in hand. Now it's time to ignore the fact that this outside area looks atrocious and actually put the flowing lava down. That already looks much better. You can't tell it from back here, but as you walk down, you're going to see the lava kind of flowing down, and I really like that effect. Yeah, it's great. Alright, time to get on to the other ones. There we go. Look at that. That looks much better. Now, this is incredibly crammed in here. Look at this. So this is the wall to the hall, and then this right here is the wall to the map room. I fit the lava in between these 2 walls. And yeah, the exterior, atrocious, but you're not going to see that, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I do like that a lot better. It's not perfect, but as far as I know, I can't really get this room perfect. I've tried so many times and they haven't worked. Well, maybe I could put something down here. Do you think amethyst blocks would look good down there? Maybe. Let me try that. Let's see, does this look a little better? Doesn't look too bad. Let me try it along the entire thing. Huh. I actually like that. It gives it a different color. That's nice. I might put more of these trapdoors over these, but I think that would just add a little too much cyan into the mix, so I might keep these there. Alright, with that done, let's move on to making some of these trees. Now, I haven't really figured out exactly where I want to put them. I'm thinking I'll just head up here and see where the blank spots are at. This hillside seems to be really blank, like right down here. And I was also thinking of putting probably one right here, getting rid of this stone right here, and then putting another one right around here. But I have to be careful because of this lava right here. It burnt my leaves that were right here, I believe, or right here. So I'm going to have to shift it a little bit more this way and make sure I don't put any wood there. So a tree there, a tree here, and a third tree down here. Or I could put one right there. That could work too. I think I know what I will actually do. I will put a tree there about the size of this one, but I will put a smaller kind of like almost sapling-like tree right here. That way it fills in this area just a little bit, but it doesn't overcrowd the area down here. And as with the trees over here, I'm not worried about them crowding up anything, as there's just already nothing over here anyways. Maybe what I will actually do is add some of those smaller trees around here. Like maybe one could go right here, another one maybe right here, one right here would do. And I want to keep this pathway open because I hope to take this pathway and basically for it to come out to a gate right here. And that way there's kind of like this buffer between the dockyard and this peaceful mountain. Some extra trees is definitely what this place needed. I experimented a little bit, made some a little taller, a little shorter. I had also ditched my original plans to put a small bush here and then a big tree over here because I figured that a big tree there and a smaller bush up there would make the areas a little too crowded. So instead, I opted for filling out this area a little bit more. So I added a small tree here and another one right here. From afar, that definitely helps to tie in everything. A few more might be needed, but it's looking good so far. There's still quite a bit of empty space though. I don't know exactly what to put around here, or possibly what to put on this cliffside still. However, I do know of what I want to put over in here, and what I want to put over here. Now I have gotten an idea for the factory, and because of how this mountain is basically shaped, it basically gives this kind of huge ring around my industrial sector. And because my squid farm is a little split, I could maybe make a sort of tunnel that goes down and underneath this mountain, either here or over here. But I think I'm going to opt for the one right here because this seems like it'll be a little easier to work with. This would also provide a good kind of linkage point between the factory and the military parts. The tunnel would also make a very good link between the factory and whatever I decide to put here. I think this will be part of the kind of army branch, but I'm not too sure. But now it is time to move on to the porch and terraforming segment? Part? I don't know what to call it. Your porch is going to be fairly standard. It's just going to come out from here, right around here I'm pretty sure, yep. If I like the terraforming job that I do here, I could perhaps extend it all the way down there or bring it over here. That would also set a good basis for the river I plan to make in the middle of this factory. See, I kind of want a waterfall to flow down, but there's really no place to put it. Besides, it won't look very good unless this area was terraformed. Now, I was thinking that I could possibly make it flow from the rooster statue, kind of like have it start down here and then have it go towards this middle point and then exit out to the sea. I think that's what I'll do instead of like putting it by the pond or anywhere like that that has a natural water source. I think I'll do the terraforming first and then work on the actual porch part. So without further ado, let's get to building. Alright guys, and we are done. I really like the look of it, at least the deck part. Now, the terraforming on the other hand, I'm not too sure about this. I mean, it looks good for my first attempt, but I don't know. It might just be for the fact that this entire area over here and over there is not terraformed, so it kind of sticks out quite a bit. Or I just didn't do that good of a job, which is possible. But what's really thrown me off is the fact that this ridge up here is just incredibly flat. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like there's not a lot of depth to it. It just doesn't look very natural here. So I'll have to fix that in another episode. But the deck, on the other hand, is great. I'm really liking the look of this. I tried this kind of trapdoor spruce sign design up here as a kind of overhang, and I really, really like it. That's probably actually my favorite part of the build here is right here. Got some lawn chairs, some tables. I haven't decorated this inside part because, well, I don't know what to put there. Maybe a few lanterns and an upside down staircase or two, but I'm not too sure yet. I might just have to experiment with it. I was struggling quite a bit in the beginning to get this down. The spruce pillar that was originally here kind of threw me off, so I just got rid of it and then built a new pillar. But I didn't strip it because it would look way too similar to that part right there and would cause some visual problems. But yeah, I really, really like the look of it. I might add some detail up here in the future, but yeah, it looks great in my opinion. Now, I'm not really too sure on what I want to do for the next episode. I could expand the Dwarvish Mine, make some new farms, or do a lot of digging, or I could just do all three. I mean, doesn't sound like a bad idea. What I really want to do is build another building. I kind of just want to. I haven't built one for quite a few episodes now. I think my last big scale building was the rooster statue, which I did about, I think it's 7 episodes ago, so it's been quite a long time. since I've done anything major, of course. This doesn't count. But I don't know what to build. I just haven't had any ideas as of recently, so I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. But that is the end of the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!